Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the Ninja King. And today we're doing What If Nobita was a Power Ranger? Yes, another part to the series so soon and so early. Why? Because I actually wanted to continue the story from where we last left off because I was way too excited and I already wrote the script. So I'm like, screw it, I'm posting it. Anyways, like, comment, share and subscribe and let's get on with the intro. So let me get this straight. Doraemon said, looking at Nobita. You went to a different dimension using the morphing grid, using the master morpher. After that, you met a girl named Sakura. Nobita would then say, Doraemon, yes. And you went to fight something like the business queen. King, yes, whatever. And during after that fighting, Sakura has to get the yellow dragon force morpher. And when you came back, she's not here. Where could she be? I don't know, she could be somewhere around city, maybe far, maybe in a different freaking country or a planet, Tommy would then say as they both look at him. Are you serious? What? Why would you think that? Sorry, Tommy would then say, closing his ears. Oh, so I can even feel the vibration. Echo would then say, we still need to find her no matter what, as then the door opens in Nobita's room as Rin comes in. Next to her would be Sakura, who would be wearing a much more outfit that would be resembling more of their world than her was. Well, that solves all of our problems, Doraemon would then say, looking at Sakura. So you're Sakura. Purple hair, purple eyes? Wait, I thought you had red eyes. Yeah, about that. That is when I transformed. Oh, I see, Nobita would then say, looking at her. So, what now? Well, the obvious explanation is that we still need to, find a lot of situation to help us in this place. But that makes 5 rangers in a Dragon Force Ranger, correct? Technically 6 if we count Heckle, but it's not technically a Dragon Force Ranger. Heckle would then say, I'm just calling myself Dragon Force Purple, but yes. So let's see. There's me, you, her. Wait, why 5? Doraemon would then say, looking at himself. There's only 4. Actually, Rin would then pull out the white morpher. There is 5 now. And we still don't know who the hell the Pink Ranger is, so what now? Nobita would then say, well, we just need to wait until we can meet her properly. As then, they all hear a boom in the distance. And here we go. As they all arrive into the scenario, they see people and civilians running away. As they do, they basically see a giant monster attacking the city. Well, it's time to call for Megaforce. Or should I say, transformation time, as Alden then morphs. With Rin getting her own transformation as well, as she looks at her own Dragon Ranger suit. Joe times, Doraemon would then say. And Nobita summons his dragon, and so does Doraemon. As then, immediately, Sakura would get excited. She didn't summon her Joe last time. Last time it was using the whole Mega Force mode, or like Gokaiser mode, as she then summons a door. As then a rippling energy goes across the morphing grid as a portal opens, summoning out of it would be a Jord with multiple dragonic heads, a yellow body, and basically it was King Ghidorah but as a Jord. Is that King Ghidorah? Ghidorah? Jesus Christ, I cannot pronounce the name properly, so sorry for that. As it immediately got in. It's amazing, she would then say, looking at the Jord. As then Rin would then say, alright, bring it out. Morphin time. As then another doorway would open as summoning from it was another Ranger or Dragon Jord. As it looked more like Doraemon's than anything else. I'm running out of dragon ideas, okay guys? So yeah. As it had rings in the back of its head and it moves around, spinning around as it then falls down. As it was a dragon with a long like body, it had 2 legs in its behind, a spike-like tail and a wing. Basically imagine a wyvern. It was basically a wyvern, but technically wyverns are considered dragons, but also dragons are not considered wyverns, and it kind of gets confusing. So her Jord is a wyvern Jord. As she immediately gets in. Neat! I guess I got a unique looking dragon. In technical terms it would be considered a wyvern. Heckle would then say in his own Jord, alright everyone, fight! And you may be wondering why Shizuka isn't doing anything. Well, it's because this is a family trip big day and she hasn't been there yet. Yeah, so yeah, worst day to have a vacation while the city is still being attacked by giant monsters, isn't it, Shizuka? And again, she probably cannot say anything, or else her parents will get suspicious. So, meanwhile, Doraemon would basically be finding a way, as they basically would be fine. God damn it, where's the Pink Ranger? Nobita would then say as he fights away the giant-looking monster, as it was more human-like. It had a tiger-like head, an axe, and a bell hammer as well. It was basically batting the Jords away like it was nothing. God, these guys are more stronger. Is it one of the Dragon Knights? No. All the Dragon Knights have shown their forms already, so it cannot be one of them. As immediately Rin basically takes a strike slash down to the dragons. flashes at night like strokes as it then grabs Rin's jaw before slamming it away. As Rin almost hits a few buildings before she immediately strikes it up. Poof, almost destroyed a few buildings. As then the monster tries to attack her before Sakura comes with her jaw, as lightning would then come out, erupting it away. As Rin realizes, wait, you have lightning? I thought I would have lightning. Well, I am the Yellow Ranger, so I guess it makes sense. Nobita would then say, doesn't matter what powers we have, we still need to finish this guy. Yes, Nobita. All of them would then say, Doraemon would then say, Hydro Cannon! As the dragon's mouth opens, as it sends out a powerful blast of hydronic energy, sending the dragon flying. As then, and why did I say dragon of all things? Sorry. As then Rin basically comes in, she basically types a button. As then light-like energy comes out before shooting it away. So, light manipulation, huh? Rin would then say before slamming it down. As the monster then goes, right everyone, it's your turn! Heko would then say, yeah! As everyone basically presses their arm. As the Mega Jord starts to form, it forms, but it only lasts for a few seconds as the door then disassembles itself. What happened? Nobita would then say, God damn it! Of course it doesn't work. Heko would then say, we don't have the 5th Ranger. My Jord, I'm only a name, I'm not actually a Dragon Ranger. Heko would then say, slamming it away. As Nobita would then say, whatever. Huh. Looks like it's time for miniaturized Jord. There imagine a dragon/human versions of all of the Jords, so yeah. As basically Sakura's Ghidorah Jord goes around, its wings fall up to its back as its legs takes on the higher form. From the sides of the elbow comes out 2 of his head falling down, forming the arms as fist comes out as the dragon's like mouth goes up a bit. As when the head lands down, falling it down, as the mouth human body shape comes out. Nobita's dragon then immediately soars up to the sky as its front legs go back into the back with served as its wings. As then from the side of its corner it pops out 2 of the and before taking its place. As from the dragon head it takes the form as it then goes back a bit before revealing a mouth as for the upper side of the head slams it down. I'm not performing any pictures of this because I cannot find proper images and making all of these will be basically a nightmare for me. Meanwhile, Doraemon once also takes as more of a humanoid form as it takes that form of a more of a samurai looking Jord. As then Rin's dragon takes on the form similar to that of a weird looking dragon as its arms spuddle back, forms its wings, 2 arms comes out and it basically forms more of a human-like form. Well, even though we cannot use the full form, this is the backup Jord for a bit then. Nobita would then say, looking at the situation as he goes for the attack. As he does, the guy would basically block the attack before Rin comes in, summoning a cyber kick before swinging a powerful light attack at it. As then Nobita sends out a few fire blasts at it. So does Doraemon send blasters at it as well. As Sakura basically then summons a hammer from the back. So my main weapon's gonna be a hammer, she says, striking it down. As Nobita would say, that's amazing. Huh, I have a blaster, she has a hammer, Nobita has a sword. What do you have, Rin? Apparently a sword as well. No, a battle axe, she would then say, pulling out a battle axe for slamming it away again. As the dragon basically gets sent flying a few meters away from the area of non-consent. As the beast tries to get back up, all of them would say, how to finish this? Dragon Force, attack! As all of them immediately goes, a blast of light would then hit the dragon, where it just being yellow, white, and basically the current colors. As the monster would just basically get blown up into pieces, as they all land onto the ground. Wow, well that was intense. Nobita would then say, taking a deep breath, yeah, it definitely was something we did not expect yet, but it was still very powerful. Rin would then say, basically collapsing to the ground, taking deep breaths. That was tough. Oh, it certainly definitely was. Definitely was. Nobita would then say, oh boy, everything hurts now. That took a lot of energy to defeat him, Hegel would then say. Sorry I couldn't help run the Jord formation. It's not your fault, Hegel. We just don't even know what the Pink Ranger was doing in this situation. She probably had some important things to do, and she knew that we could probably handle it. Yeah, we could. Meanwhile, what they didn't know, Shizuka didn't even know shit about this shit. What is currently happening. After she arrived at a vacation place and she basically stayed there, she turned on the news to check as the internet was going on about 2 new rangers appearing against the Dragon Force Rangers. As immediately her pink dragon would then say, I see, so the white and yellow dragons have also found their partners. How particularly very interesting. Huh, that's neat. So should I introduce myself to them? Not yet. Maybe in the future, but not yet. Why are you so cautious against the Red Ranger? I don't remember there being a red dragon. Then what do you remember there being? From what I remember, there was me, the yellow dragon, the silver dragon, the white dragon, the green dragon, the blue dragon, And last but not the least, the Black Dragon, our leader. And that sounds ominous. Yes, what are you guys technically fighting against? Especially those Dragon Knights. I don't particularly know myself, Suzuki would then say, looking at her. But it's a very, very interesting scenario for both of us, isn't it? Yes, I guess you can say that. But the Yellow Ranger, it's something else, isn't it? Yeah, so my power is wind-based. But why am I not white then? In the white way? That's because I don't use it. Pink is a much more directed color, don't you think? Plus it fits you. Suzuki wouldn't laugh, realizing that when she was a kid, her primary color was, well, pink. She didn't think for a bit. Could Nobita be the Yellow Ranger? I mean, his primary color is yellow. Really? Why do you think that? I don't know, it just feels kind of like it. He, for some reason, has become very confident. And recently he started to wear a lot of red for some reason. I guess you can say the same thing. But the same goes for you. You've been wearing a lot of pink. Ah, right. Suzuka would then say, looking at her own kind of uniform. As then the next few days would then pass, with her arriving, helping the Power Rangers as well. Madame basically sometimes even trying to get a look at her, but she goes away. Her dragon basically sealing herself and making sure that she isn't seen by the others. Her dragon doesn't trust her. Meanwhile, in a different place, Nobita was training with Doraemon, using his fire kinesis powers to become even stronger. Fire fist! He says as a fire erupts in his fist, it sends down a powerful tree back. Nobita would then say, as he realizes that his civilian controlling over his powers are getting much more stronger. That's amazing, Nobita. Tommy would then say, look at him. So, any more news about the Dark Ranger? It's kind of hard to say. We are not currently sure what the Dark Ranger is doing or what or how he's doing. As they hear a lightning crack, as they see that it was basically Sakura both training her magic and her Power Ranger ability. And we have Sakura here to take care of anyways. We should once again thank Win that she basically took her in. Yeah, I don't know if my parents would have been okay with this situation or not. I'm pretty sure they would, but I would have a lot of questions, Tommy would then say. As then she basically spins her hammer down before it slams to the ground, breaking the entire area around her. Oh boy. Plus, not to mention the first day of school was something else, as Nobita gets himself a flashback. During that flashback, Nobita goes to school and, not coming to his class, they heard that there were going to be another transfer student. Nobita wondered who it was going to be. As Sakura came in, Nobita was shocked, and Tommy explained to him that with his help and Win's help, they managed to forge a lot of fake documents about her. Currently, she is basically Win's cousin that moved from, well, basically a different country coming to her. Yeah, and now she's studying here. As she arrived, she basically started to talk to everyone, and she was a cheery person. Jian and Sunu even tried to talk to her, but she ignored them, for whatever reason. She started to talk to Kisuki much more, and Nobita's like, that's cool. And awesome, I guess. As they talked, they became good friends as well. And they also said numbers, which Nobita had a smirk face about. Yep. Anyways, so Nobita basically became good friends with her even more. And then Nobita hears a light blast and then water attacks as well. This is Doraemon and basically Rin training their abilities as well. Light slash, she says as a cross, since a cross slash, and Doraemon would then say, water spear, as he makes a wall-like spear, more like a trident, and slams it across the trees. Woof, let's go! Doraemon would then say, looking at all of them. As he then summons more water before turning it into ice, and now he practices on moving the ice more fluidly, almost like he's moving water and using all of his abilities like water. This is to basically see how much power Doraemon can actually exploit nowadays, and he realizes that it's much more stronger. And how do we think about it? Nobita would then say, looking at Doraemon, we never used their gadgets during any of our fights. Doraemon would then say, cooling down the water before putting it away. Never used my gadget in a fight? Yeah, never did. Why is that? Don't even know, Rin would then say. That's an interesting scenario to think about. Doraemon would think for a bit. Maybe there's a reason why we never use my gadgets in my Power Ranger form? I think it's probably because the Power Ranger form cancels any gadget users or doesn't allow you to use your pocket. Doraemon would then say, alright, transform time. As Doraemon transforms into the Blue Ranger, you will see that he doesn't even have a pocket to fall out of. So Doraemon would then say, unless I basically pull out a gadget before I transform, I cannot pull out any gadget. Well, that explains why I cannot use my powers. Now Nobita would then say, well, that kind of sucks, in a way, in a weird sense. But still, things are a lot more hectic than you think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I guess you're kind of correct about it. Doraemon would then say, looking at all of them. So, what do we technically do in this situation? Nobita would then say, Still don't know who the Dark Ranger really is, Nobita would then say, kicking down a tree as his fire power, as it burns the tree. And the others also somewhat destroy the trees as well to make sure that no one else finds them. For Doraemon's case, he just basically soaks the moisture out until there's like pieces of paper ready to be stepped on to be crushed. And Doraemon does that. And Doraemon would then say, yeah, not to mention we still need to retrieve wherever I am. Heko would then say, yes, that's true. The other Rangers are crossed, or still going across dimensions trying to find you. That brings me to the point. Did we really have to form Hexagon again? Nobita would then say, alright, can you please explain to me what the hell is a hexagon? Yikes, that's a very questionable scenario to talk about. But Hexagon is an organization I formed. After what? After a while, something happened. Reader reforms were returned, and our team almost died that day. One of our members also died that day, and due to that, I basically became too stubborn to admit my wrongs. So I formed Hexagon, uniting every single Power Ranger team under the sun, ones that were discovered and ones that were not, to not just keep them safe, but also to keep our planet safe. I'd basically countermeasure after countermeasure, and to say the least, Hexagon basically became a Power Ranger organization. But after a while, it collapsed for infighting, internal disruptions, and everything else. So I disbanded Hexagon, and after that, I just sat down wondering to myself what other things I could do in this situation to help people. So Hexagon was dismantled, and I was no longer its leader. And now I'm hearing that Hexagon is reformed. All the time would then say, well, at least that's the current data I have. Again, I'm not a real Tommy Oliver, so I don't have full clarity over what happened in Hexagon. Michael would then say, I joined Hexagon right near the end, so I have no idea what the hell happened either. Looks like Hexagon has a lot of history, doesn't it? Hexagon is a unique situation, okay? Why the name Hexagon particularly? Well, that's to the amount of Rangers that are normally in a team. Normally a Power Ranger team has like 4 members of 5 and then a 6th Ranger that joins later. Well, that's not always true, Hegel would then say. Some Ranger teams only have 5 Rangers while others have 11 Rangers like the Dino. Well, Dino Charge after all. That's true, but also Dino Thunder only has 5 Rangers as well. Yes, again you can see that where we are getting in this situation. Nobita would then say, still, the thing that such an organization actually existed is a kind of a scary thought for me. Why is that, Nobita? Because Hexagon sounds like a powerful or military organization if you ask me. Military organization? Let's put it in this way. What do you think would happen if the governments really learned about Power Ranger operations? Well, we'll become Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Tommy would then say, no. That was a unique case. We were fighting demons. They were fighting demons back then, and not just that, they were using their powers. What do you think will happen once we actually delete the monsters and not give away our powers like most Power Ranger teams do? Tommy would then look at him. The government will use us. It's correct. They'll send us to fight wars, affected, peace treaty, everything else. A nation with Power Ranger team is basically a superpowered nation, literally. And they'll try and find a way to, use the morphers, especially since Beast morphers. Wait, what? Nobita wouldn't say, looking at Hegel. Beast morphers once tapped into the morphing grids to create their own Ranger team. Yeah, you guys told me about that. Yeah, and they were successful as well, even though the first 2 tried really wasn't successful. Really wasn't that successful. But the 3rd try and the other 2 Ranger team that basically joined the Beast Morphers was, well, very successful, not to say the least. Yeah, see what I mean? The government might as well just use us the moment that we don't keep up our powers. If we don't supply to the ends, they would probably find ways. Blackmail, maybe something else. Nobita would then sit looking at them. That's why I want to keep my identity a secret from everyone I love, who knows who's watching us sometimes. Nobita would then say, you're right, Tommy would then say. So tell me something, Nobita. After the Dark Ranger is defeated, because that's our goal, isn't it? Yes, Nobita would then say. What will happen to your power? Nobita would think for a bit. I'll give away my powers back to you guys. But if I don't, I'll keep it to protect more threats. Paul Tommy would then say, I guess so. We will follow Nobita no matter what path he chose, Doraemon would then say, as Rin and Sakura basically come behind him. We're a very loyal team. Heck, I'm pretty sure they will destroy the wall if you set them to. Will you guys? I would think for a bit. Yeah, if it comes to that. Rin would then say, yes, we won't just do it on a whim. Sakura would think, if the situation is desperate enough, I will do it. Heko would then say, if I was still a villain, I would have already gone with that situation. But I don't know. If it does ever come to it, know that the other Power Rangers won't stop to stop you. I know that, Nobita would then say. But I have the Master Morpher for a reason. If they do try and stop me, they'll probably perish. But I won't allow myself to fall into that path. I won't become the Dark Ranger. Wait, why did I say that? Nobita would then say, as everyone basically looked at him. Why did you say you won't become the Dark Ranger? You're not a Dark Ranger. Yeah, I'm not a Dark Ranger. Right? Why did I say that? Come over and say, Nobita, calm down. Why did I say that I will never become the Dark Ranger? Meanwhile, in a different place, the Dark Ranger was just sitting, looking through the minutes of universes he is. In his hand would be multiple morphers. As he immediately grabbed them before the energies of the morphers come out, the morphers would become grey and lightless. As he puts it in his chest, this would be the power of the morphin grid flowing through him even more. As he had more power of the morphin grid, this man was almost different. As I just looked at the monitor to Nobita, sooner than later I will come to your world, and once I do, everything you hold dear, you will understand the truth. Right now you're seeing as I am. This world is full of lies, so why don't we unify them? He says on the screen, as Nobita cannot hear him, but he can hear Nobita, as he basically looks at it. Sooner than later we will meet, Nobita Prime, and once we do, it's gonna be an end of days. And I'm gonna end things off here. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell me what other what tips you want us in the comments. Bye.